you're new to lifting, you know, when you're moving the weights, you want to learn how to breathe. So you're exhaling, so you're blowing out all the air as you come down, and then take a deep breath as it comes up. So when you're exerting the force, that's when you're breathing out. But you know, when I lift, no matter what it is I'm doing, I'm visualizing. You know, in this, I'm visualizing a huge big back. I'm visualizing, you know, creating that awesome V taper from the wide lats into a tiny little waist. And every rep, bringing me one step closer to that that vision of standing on stage at the first ever Men's Physique Mr. Olympia. You guys gonna be there? Squeeze, squeeze. All right, exercise 1's in the books. Next up, we got bent over barbell row. For our second exercise for our back, we'll be doing just a bent over barbell row. It's really for mid back and lat thickness. Just gonna help throw, you know, slabs of muscle on that meat part of your back there. When you do these, you want to make sure that you have your knees slightly bent and are over the bar here, keeping the lower back concave, keeping the butt lower than the shoulders, squeezing up to your upper abs, and never, you see a lot of guys in the gym, the biggest mistake on these, so you guys throw their head down. When your head goes down, your butt comes up, and your back becomes arched. You never want to do that. So it's a nice fluid motion, keeping that chest out, back concave, squeezing to the upper abs, lowering it down. And you know, the higher up you go, the more inside part of the back you're gonna be working. Always use a belt when you do these too. This lower back is, especially when you're taller, it's an area that's just really susceptible to injury, especially if you're dieting and cutting. You know, for me, the first place I get a problem with is my lower back. So you wanna make sure you rest it, you stretch it out before and after, and wear a belt all the time. So by wearing a belt, you're just keeping the muscles in your hair stabilized. It's gonna keep everything tight. A lot of the time by relaxing this, let's go to the chiropractor. It's the nice thing about having a chiropractor.
I was waiting for that. Real reason we wear a belt now. I will tell you, there's a lot more heavy duty belts than this out there. You can get up into the $100, $150, $200, and they're real firm. But the whole idea, the concept here is like you were talking about, keeping that intra-abdominal pressure tight. What's that gonna decrease the risk of really that disc that sits in between those vertebrae. It's like a sponge. Keep that from bulging, because then you're in a lot of pain and you're not going to be in the gym for quite a while letting that heal up. So keep everything tight in there. Right, Steve?
You heard it here first. And that's why I looked with a chiropractor. That's what's up. And on these, I just go about shoulder width grip, overhand. Again, I use my straps, and I'm just gonna put that thumb on the same side of the bars on my fingers, take the biceps out of it. Just bent over like that, you get a lot of that pressure that builds up when you stand up. And you grab onto some. This is squats. The two exercises where I know I just feel like my whole body after I'm done with the lower back, upper back, arms, legs, everything's spent. This, deadlifts, squats, and cleans to me are by far the hardest exercises in the gym. When you wear a belt, I try to get it as low as I can and as tight as I can. You never see one of us wearing gloves. That's a soldier badge of honor right there. When you got calluses everywhere, years and years and years. I remember my girlfriend in high school holding my hand for the first time and feeling that. She said, "What are those, warts?" I was like, "No, my calluses." I was proud too.
They're there for life now.
Oh yeah. And I see some of your guys' comments on the soldier shoulder routine where I'm on my phone. I was on it doing cardio, okay guys? Answering your questions, so don't give me shit. We're here to pump you up.
Alright, what you got? Here we go. Oh, you got 12. There we go.
Need to get in better cardiovascular shape. Finish strong. Finish strong. That's it.
Oh, man. If these were shoulder presses, I want to go. Arnold! Arnold!
I'm sorry if you guys have never seen Pumping Iron, because we quote that all the time. So if you're like, what the hell is he talking about? It's either some random movie quote, maybe Will Ferrell, or it's Pumping Iron. That's all we quote, especially in the gym. Meatheads are us. What you gonna do about it? Hi, Papi. I did not know you could wear that. Every freaking weekend seems like it's a birthday party or a family get together. And I've done it before, where I pack all my meals. I did it for years, so I kind of got in a bad habit over the holidays of anytime there's a family gathering, I'm like, oh, I need to eat this food. It's, when I lived in California, I didn't have these family gatherings, so now it's like, oh, it's a special occasion. I'm gonna have a cheat meal. Special occasions are turning into every week, so I just finally, after the Super Bowl, said, nope, no more. Packing my own food everywhere I go. That's what it takes. 12 weeks, a little less than 12 weeks. I won't do another unplanned cheat meal. And I guess I don't even call them cheat meals. For me, they're refeeds. And I watch my carbs, fats, and protein. I just don't go out and eat whatever I want. I specifically have foods that I increase, like sweet potatoes, like brown rice, like oatmeal, that I'll eat more of on those days to help reset my metabolism. But no more. You're gonna start seeing it really come down. All right, for our last 2 exercises on back, we're gonna be doing a superset. So we're gonna be doing a rope lat pullover. Really gonna be stressing the lower lat. So you get a rope like this, stand back, and just pull through and squeeze. And it's that last, it's going from the stretch here to that last little movement right there. Just a really nice stretch and contraction on that lower lat. We're gonna be going straight from there to here. Just a seated cable row. Pulling it to your upper abdominal. I like to sit. This is one of those other things Charles showed me. Charles, I'm sorry, I'm stealing all your stuff here, but I like to sit on this. That way I'm able to pull from a lower angle up to the abs. And I just feel like it gets a better squeeze at the top there. Works the muscle in a little bit different angle. Going from here, squeezing at the top. Again, it's all in that shoulder rotation and the scapular rotation. Try to take your arms out of it, but we're gonna be doing 3 sets on each, 12 to 14 reps, non-stop. Like I said, we're gonna be getting a little bit harder as we go on, a little bit more supersets, drop sets, just ways to shock the muscle a little bit differently. So we're gonna get after it. There you go. And it's that stretch at the top that's really gonna be the most, just as important as that contraction. And while Chad's starting to do rope pull downs, I'm already on to the seated cable rope. Grab a drink after you're done with this first one and then right back into it. I don't want chat swass on my dumbbell there.
Nice and sweaty for you.
Hey. more round. The reason we're doing supersets, we're cutting down rest time. That way we can really work on getting our cardiovascular system primed for the training that's gonna come. So I won't just dump a whole workout full of supersets on it right now because my cardiovascular couldn't take it. So by doing this, that muscular endurance starts coming into play. And we're just preparing our bodies for the next couple of weeks that are gonna come with more and more supersets, more drop sets, to where our cardiovascular system catches up. We're training at high intensity, high pace, still super heavy though. Immediately I'm just gonna go, since I'm all done, I'm gonna go to just stretching the lats out a little bit. It's all shiro for back day. We're gonna catch our breath, about 5 minutes, get a little water, clear your mind, jump right into calves.